Allow me to elaborate. Too lazy to tsun, too lethargic to dere. Shaking your... Shaking your sloppy.
I'm going to use that for my Twitter bio. Hello, welcome back to Bookend Gaming.
Hi!
It's Fap Sauce Friday.
Woo! I'm
It
Eric.
makes me uncomfortable. I'm Travis. Just hearing that. I'm not looking at you and I just hear...
Yeah.
Just it's a little jarring. So this is Fruit of Grisaia, and this herm has already been counted, so we can't do it again.
I thought if I read it again, we could double count
it's
it.
not allowed.
Double dipping on those herms.
If we had to count every time one of us said herm, it'd be like the number would be like
That's true.
quadrupled.
Herm.
Because anytime any kind of exclamation, we're like, why isn't it herm?
That's true.
But we're figuring out what's going on. We're standing near a pile of manure.
We're knee deep in poop.
Yeah, I hate manure.
Okay, I'm gonna click.
Go for it.
Do you think the scene will end?
Probably. Oh,
In any case, it's nice that they're being relatively cooperative.
now it'll end. Yep. God damn it. We just wanted to end on a herm.
It's insane the amount of times we are one click away from a
I
scene.
know it. Because I'm always like sitting there waiting and I'm watching the time and I'm just like, we need to end the episode, but the scene's got to end.
Right.
But then like I get to a scene and the scene is way too short and I'm just like, well, that wasn't enough. Well, I'll just wait for the next scene.
Right.
But then it goes on forever.
Here we are in that crooked hallway.
Indeed. With the jello floor.
In the pitch black hallway, the only sound is the echoing of my own footsteps. After waiting until my classmates were soundly asleep, I slipped my way out of the dorm to infiltrate the abandoned school building. Ooh, wow.
Whoa,
All right.
early herm.
The early herm gets the bird?
The germ.
Oh, no. With a recent construction like this, it's definitely going to take some time to get things ready. TBH, without Cheesyru's cooperation, I doubt I could have gotten anywhere. And even now, it won't be easy.
Is he about to fill the school with poop?
Sure, he's going to make a poop slide down the hall. That said, failure simply isn't an option. After pushing Sachi that hard, I damn well better give my part everything I've got. What'd you say?
Who are you talking to?
I don't know. The poop.
Uh,
Oh. What's he doing?
Spreading poop.
Spreading poop. He's doing the poop.
He's a poop spreader.
Ha! Spread that poop. Getting close to 4 in the morning. Another hour, and we're getting dangerously close to Sachi or Amane waking up. Just to be on the safe side, I guess I'll call it a night. I thought he woke up at 4:30 to run.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is that over with now?
Yeah, he's not into that anymore.
That room. Oh, Jesus.
All right.
From the school hallway, I noticed a single light still on in the dormitory, and when I quietly look inside a few minutes later, I find Sachi crouched intently over her desk.
Gotta be a good girl.
She must have been up all night working.
Oh, she's so cute.
That's my Sachi. Her normally neat desk is cluttered with books, magazines, paper, everything from documents concerning modern architectural techniques to yellowed old newspaper clippings. Do you need some red string?
Right?
Probably because she confidently declared I
Pepe
should
Silva.
leave everything to her. Sachi's consciously trying not to show any sign of struggling. But in reality, she's practically at her wit's end. Precisely because of her own thoroughness and intelligence, the faults in every new plan must present themselves with frustrating speed. There are just no easy answers to this challenge. I don't know, maybe like give her a hug,
Yeah. Listen to her.
reassure her at all. With a silent shout of encouragement, well, okay. You got this. Air hug.
That wasn't silent.
I ease the door shut and quietly leave Sachi's room behind.
Oh, God, it smells out here.
There's poop everywhere.
There's a ghost in this school.
That's just poop. A pleasant morning, the first relatively cool day after what felt like weeks of brutal heat wave headlines in the newspaper. After gathering us in the dorm lobby, Michiru delivers this abrupt announcement. I was wondering what sort of big news might warrant this emergency meeting of yours, but I see it's just more of the usual inane drivel. You talk a good game, little lady, but your legs seem to be trembling something fierce.
Look, Michiru, yes, summer vacation's nearly over, so I understand why an entertainer like yourself would want to fire things up for the last fleeting moments.
Ah, fire.
But isn't it a little late for cooling down with chilling stories? That was just such a weird sentence that like threw off my entire brain. Wow. Okay, hang on a second. I gotta recalibrate. That was so weird. Like I read that and my brain was just like, what does that mean? It's like scary stories to tell in the dark? What? You got it all wrong. And don't call me an entertainer. I hate that song. There really totally is a ghost.
Actually, it's pretty good.
Play the entertainer on the player piano. So what? You actually saw it? Indeed, with these very eyes.
This one right. Ah, fuck!
I poked myself. My nails are getting long.
Oh, this sounds like quite the intriguing tale.
Don't say ho like you're mocking her or something.
All right then. How did you happen to meet this ghost of yours, Michiru?
Our story begins on a blazing day in the middle of that long heat wave. The temperature high enough to give a cicada heat stroke.
Uh-huh.
I spent all night writing that. That day, I'd fallen asleep with my AC cranked down to 65 degrees, and late that night, I wandered out into the courtyard to warm my chilled body.
You seem to be operating under a rather fundamental misconception. Don't interrupt my story! Air conditioning's supposed to protect you from the heat, not drive you out into it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you telling a story? No, shut up. Within a few minutes of wandering around in the muggy night, I was longing for the cold again, so I began to head back towards my room. Okay. But as I was passing by the school building, just outside the principal's office, out of nowhere, I hear a distant vroom vroom, the sound of a chainsaw running. Of course, at first I thought my ears were playing tricks on me. But as I paused in confusion, I heard the sound again, then again, not so far away. It was coming closer. Eventually the vroom vrooming came to a sudden stop, and then... As I peered through a nearby window into the pitch-black, deserted hallway, a dark shadow suddenly slipped by. Huh. It really happened, I swear.
I see. The ghost Michiru encountered was definitely me, but her superstitious explanation of those events is pretty convenient. The heck! I said you saw a ghost, not a lousy shadow.
Shadows are obviously demons.
You were probably just seeing things, you know. Must have woke up in the middle of REM sleep or something. My favorite kind of sleep.
I was going to sing an REM song.
That's me in the corner.
That's the one I was going to do. Because that's the only one I could think of.
Your brain was still off in La La Land.
You got no romance in your heart, do you?
I've got my spine. I've got my orange crush.
There it is, the other one. Okay, thank you.
Nope, guess not. Unlike Chiru, I'm actually living in reality.
What's that supposed to mean?
I see. So that's how it is.
Listen, you either get an HM or an HRM. You cannot replace the R with an M.
Just never throw a G at the beginning.
Yeah, ugh, gross. Huh? Pretty low-key reaction.
Uh-oh.
Samantha... The... something... I don't know.
Samantha the something son?
Sally from...
Sally Field.
Thank you. I thought scary stories were your weak point.
I couldn't think of any famous Samantha.
I couldn't either. I said Samantha and I was like, Sex in the City, but I don't know her last name.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't say they're my weak point. Anyway, I'm fairly sure that particular ghost is harmless.
Harmless? How do you know? He's my boyfriend.
Well, are you harmed? Let's see. I suppose you could say it's something of an acquaintance of mine.
So you're saying he's friendly? Yumiko, I kind of thought you didn't have many friends, but you've been palling around with an undead behind our backs?
I can totally buy Yumi-chan as a popular kid in ghoul school.
The only necromancing you should be doing is my neck.
Seems as though I've invited some rather irritating misunderstandings. In any case, rest assured, you have nothing to fear from that spirit. Right, Kazumi-kun?
Why ask Yuuji?
No, you should be terrified. Woo!
Big and scary.
Because she's figured out its real identity. Yeah, I'm familiar with that spirit as well. From what the principal tells me, it's one of those friendly ghosts.
That's what I said.
You know the list of the friendly ghosts.
Slimer.
Yeah, seems it won't cause us any trouble unless we go out of our way to provoke it. It's like a wasp.
If you both say so. No, wasps are assholes.
Hornet.
They're also assholes. Bees.
Just bees, then.
Bees are the only good ones.
I don't know, I hate them all.
Bees have a purpose. Wasps and hornets can suck a dick.
Okay.
If you both say so, I guess it must be true. I'll be able to sleep soundly tonight after all.
Good for you, Chiru. Now you don't need Sachin to escort you to the potty at night.
There's different reasons for that. I don't call her for stuff like that. For one thing, my room has got a bathroom.
Your room has a bathroom?
No.
Can I see it?
Speaking of Sachi, though, she's really been spending a lot of time holed up in her room lately. Does she have a bathroom?
Yeah.
I sure hope so.
Yeah.
I mean, I wanted to tell her about the ghost too, but you just had to leave her alone for the time being, so I don't know. I guess I just yelled it through her door.
Yeah, she's right in the middle of planning out how to get rid of that test for you. Needs some time to think.
I understand that, yeah, but are you sure she's okay?
I don't know. I don't really check on her or care.
I pressed my ear up to the door and there was like this low grumbling sound.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was. I thought maybe she was just like taking a wicked growler in there.
I think it was another ghost.
But then I remembered that she actually doesn't have a bathroom, so she might be pooping on her floor.
She's pooping on the floor.
Yeah, why did you think I brought all that other manure?
Yeah.
It's to mask the poo smell coming from her room.
Ooh. That's not logic.
You can't smell shit if you're just smelling shit. I've asked Sachi for all sorts of stuff, but I've never seen her this desperate before.
He doesn't want everyone to know that Sachi pooped herself, so he goes to Amazon and buys 50 pounds of manure.
Yeah, it's just me. It's just me. It's not her. Doing this for you, babe.
Come to think of it, you're right. What happened to Sachin's service with a smile? That request is just that difficult, I suppose.
Yeah, I tried brainstorming a little myself, but I'm dumb. But nothing remotely realistic came to mind.
No!
It's really convenient that we each have a character there.
Ooh. 4 gazes settle on me, silently requesting a comment from the person who volunteered to undertake Michiru's request. It's fine. Yeah, Sachi's definitely got some tunnel vision right now. But that's just because she's seriously concentrating on this request. It's not like she's completely oblivious to the world around her.
Yeah, it's not like she pooped on the floor or anything. Yeah. That's just the manure.
So we don't have to be worried? That's right. She isn't missing any meals, and she still stops by my room every day.
Well, I guess I'll have to take the boyfriend's word for it, since you spend the most time with her.
What? Through the God.
But I still can't help feeling worried.
Yeah. Not surprising, as the end of summer vacation approaches, Sachi's been spending more and more time shut up in her room. Fortunately, the girl does seem to regard maintaining her physical health as one of her responsibilities. I'm pretty sure she's getting at least the minimum necessity nutrition and rest, judging by her poop. But
the consistency is all perfect.
All right. Since you're all so concerned, I'll go check up on her in a little while. I mean, yeah, that'd probably be a good idea, yes.
Knock, knock, knock. You pooping? Can I come in?
You're not pooping again, are you?
Yeah, you do that. I think I'd feel a little better.
I mean, you guys can. Go check on her.
Gosh, it smells like poop over there.
That's true. They don't want to go near that. I'd want an immediate report if something's up with Sachin. You hear? Right, got it. I mean, Makina is supposed to be like her best friend.
Yeah.
Like, go check on her.
Right.
Well then. After cleaning the courtyard in Sachi's stead, I make my way over to her room and then pause outside the door. Hold my breath. Lately, Sachi hasn't been responding to knocks or even shouts from inside. It's becoming a matter of course to barge into her room first and say hello second.
Hey, Jerry.
I'm coming in. Sachi?
No, stop. Every door opening in an anime cannot be that. We've already had it happen twice.
And why does every anime have a silent opening door?
Right?
Like, what's going on in here?
But it's weird that it's happened twice.
Yeah. If I had a nickel for every time, I'd only have
Yeah.
I'd only have 10 cents. But it's weird that it's happened twice. When I enter the room, I'm struck with a powerful sense of deja vu.
I've been here before.
I'm watching a recording of yesterday or the day before that.
Something's wrong.
Even from behind, I can tell Sachi's glaring down at her desk with intense focus. Thick reference books and piles of paper lie in messy heaps across its surface. Seems like she's also been doing a little research on the computers in the school building itself. But for the last few days, the vast majority of her time has been spent working alone in her room. Oblivious to my approach, Sachi silently continues to move her eyes across the pages.
I miss when she sang.
Sachi?
Yeah.
No reaction. Not that I'd been particularly hopeful. Hey, Sachi. Poke, poke.
Oh, you can.
I finally succeeded in catching Sachi's attention by saying her name twice, by shaking her shoulder as I speak. Letting her book fall closed, she calmly turns her chair to face me. All of this is a standard part of the new normal, but today I seem to have caught Sachi somewhat off her guard. For a moment, I can see the deep exhaustion in her face. Good God, I smell like shit.
Is there something on my face?
No, can't say there is, except for
Do you
the
want there to
adorable
be?
expression.
Right? Yeah.
But Michiru and the others are worried. Oh, I promised to check up on you. I'm not worried, though.
They are. So I'm causing everyone concern once again. I'm not being a good girl.
Well,
No, it's fine.
Well, your top priority at the moment is fulfilling Michiru's request. I guess you don't have much choice but to slightly neglect the rest for the time being.
That's true. One has to keep one's promises after all. Only bad girls tell lies.
Yeah. Only bad girls tell lies. I should add that to the song.
It's my favorite Stieg Larsson novel.
If Sachi truly believes that, there's a question I need to ask her at this point. Sachi, mind if I ask you something? That was the question.
Yes, and now you're done. Not at all. Please go right ahead.
You told me I could leave this job to you. Is that still true?
Yes, I'll be fine on my own.
I avoided asking outright whether she's found a method to get rid of the test, hoping to lead her gently toward revealing the truth, but Sachi answers my question without a moment's hesitation. Conversational ninja. Is that a fact?
Is he just trying to get her to fail so she can be okay with failing?
I have no idea.
But if so, then what's with all the other convoluted steps? That can't be it. Yes, I assure you, I will carry it out before the day of the test arrives.
As she speaks, Sachi intently returns my gaze.
Now can you fuck off so I can get back to work?
I've seen eyes like these before.
In my favorite anime.
There's none of Sachi's familiar spark of confidence, none of her composed determination. These are the eyes of a human being driven into a corner, knowing that all roads lie closed to them, still unable to accept their approaching ruin, blindly clinging to an impossible vision of the future. Yeah.
That's a good place for your girlfriend to be.
Despair? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sachi's eyes are clouded with a narcotic haze of denial.
Oh, that's the good shit.
Well, this removes all doubt.
All doubt of what?
Nothing. Just talking to myself.
Is that so?
She knows you're full of bullshit, dude.
Right?
A slightly disconcerted expression flashes across Sachi's face, but soon enough she's regained control of her features. Whew, my features.
Oh, they were falling.
In that case, I'll leave it in your hands, but if something comes up, say the word and I'll help anytime.
Thank you. It's very reassuring indeed to hear you say that, Yuuji. I'm so cute.
I waited like 5 days to tell you that, but
Right?
after ruffling Sachi's hair for a moment, I quietly leave the room.
Oh my god, I'm so fucking cute.
What? If Sachi had admitted her dilemma and turned to me for help, events would probably have taken a complete 180 from their current course.
We would have burned the school down days ago.
And in doing so, I think the answer to my problem would soon have been revealed to her. But instead, Sachi brushed my offer aside and hid her struggle from me,
What a bitch.
even to the point of lying, violating her own absolute standards for goodness.
Uh-oh.
Unfortunately, it seems like my preparations won't have been in vain. Okay.
Unfortunately?
What is happening?
Oh, he wanted... Yeah, he was hoping... He's, like, giving her one last chance to, like, ask for help, but now he's going to have to, like, force her to... He has to force her to, like, fail so she can, like, realize
I
that...
guess.
At least that's my understanding of it with what little information I have.
Right. When someone asks you for a symbol of summer, plenty of things probably come to mind.
Calendar.
The sun,
Yeah.
cicadas, watermelon, the beach, fireworks, shaved ice. There's shaved ice out here. Anyone can make a pretty decent list of just the obvious standards. We've all experienced every one of these, at least at some point.
I've never had shaved ice.
I've never heard of a watermelon. But for students in particular, one of the more memorable aspects of the summer experience arrives only at its very end. They didn't have a summer festival? That's sad.
Yeah, what the hell? What kind of anime is this?
This is my fax machine face.
Yeah,
Why? Why today of all days?
Are you on your period?
I was gonna say, I was gonna have her be like,
You always ask, so yes, I am. The weather's so beautiful that God might as well be shouting, "Go forth and enjoy your final day of summer vacation, you dumb bitches!" Why do I have to sit around doing homework? But then I thought, why would God say that? God's such an asshole.
well, Michiru, that would be because you slacked off until the last possible minute.
Come on! I didn't have Sachi to help this time. She always used to do the problems I couldn't figure out, which is like all of them. I don't even know what size tampon I need. She buys them for me. What the fuck does super mean? Yeah, nothing feels super down there. I can assure you.
Unbelievable. You're having Komine-san help with your homework? She's a year below you, isn't she?
You can below me. It's not like I asked. Sachi just offered, and like she offered after I asked her to offer. So you know, I sort of. So that totally counts. I'm doing her a favor.
Right.
Ended up letting her spoil you rotten without even realizing it was happening.
Yeah, none of the others of you have done that.
Yeah.
You're hopeless, Chiru. If you end up marrying someone who's got their act together, you're totally gonna turn into a worthless blob in no time flat.
Oh, fuck you. Worthless blob.
That's right. Allow me to elaborate. Worthless means... And I think you're gonna get fat. Too lazy to tsun, too lethargic to dere. Shaking your sloppy.
I'm gonna use that for my Twitter bio.
Too lazy to tsun, too lethargic to dere.
Yeah.
Your sloppy mass of dirty blonde hair with every step, a big old flavorless plate of human jello.
Stop it! At least I'll get the jiggle. Stop realistically forecasting my future. At least I'll have a dumpy.
Michiru's got it tough in her own right.
Because she's kind of dumb.
Kazumi-kun, do you have a moment?
You can just say things to me. You don't always have to say that.
I have to get away from this stupid ass... I mean, as I watch Michiru thrash about, her beloved twin tail swinging from side to side with
Ooh,
all
your
the
hair
kinetic energy of a traditional Chinese lion dance. Sure.
We could use that to thaw a heart.
Right. Yeah.
Space Cadet.
Slidles up and requests my attention.
Just like not even doing names anymore. I'm just words.
Words. Snake. What? You haven't finished your homework either, Snape? Yeah, see what I did there?
Nailed it.
Follow me, please. If you want to live. Not dignifying my attempt at humor with a response, September pivots on her heel and begins to walk. I follow obediently. Here should be fine. After briskly making her way up the stairs to the third floor,
Scarface.
stops abruptly and turns back to face me. So why bring me all the way up here? Planning to confess your love or something?
You know, that joke wasn't funny the 18th time you
Right.
said it.
You seem rather composed, but is there really any chance of success? Ah, so that's what this is about. Your period. Yes, I mean, no. You two accepted a request to get rid of the test, scheduled to be held immediately after summer vacation. At this point, there's practically no time left, and class starts tomorrow, which will only make it more difficult to act. Absolutely right, on all counts. Spank me harder, Daddy.
Whoa! All right.
Whoa! Do tell me that. How on earth is Komine-san
Why did you look me in the eye when you said that?
supposed to carry out her mission under the circumstances? You'll find out soon enough. I have to keep everyone in suspense. Just how long do you plan to keep feeding me this evasive nonsense? That's what I keep saying. I'm with Yumiko.
Right? Yeah, she's the best now.
Evasive nonsense. Such a cynic. Sorry, I'm not being evasive this time. What's that supposed to mean? It means that Sachi's gonna make her move today.
I can feel it.
Oh God. On that note, I need your help with something. Stop saying her name.
Sega Saturn?
Yeah. My help? Yeah, first of all, take these. I reach into my breast pocket, retrieve the tickets I prepared beforehand, and hold them out for Sega Dreamcast to accept. What are these? A complimentary helicopter ride ticket. 4 of them, to be exact. See? Mishuma's cape, beautiful night scenery spread out below you and all that.
So he's getting rid of the other 4.
I see. Is this your way of asking for a slap to the face? No.
I mean, why?
I'm being perfectly serious. Then kindly explain how those tickets have the first thing to do with stopping the test.
Can't take a test if you're not here.
We already talked about the possibility of danger, remember? These tickets have a great deal to do with that. Well, yeah, helicopters are dangerous.
Right? R.I.P. Kobe.
In other words, this is your attempt at getting the rest of us out of harm's way? Yeah, it's a win-win. You won't face any unfounded suspicion. And it'll be easier for us to act. I see, that makes sense, I suppose. Glad to hear it. But you do really think that I'm going to go along with this without a proper explanation? Pretty much, yeah. You did promise to help me out, and I trust you.
Sega Master System.
Wow. Oh no, we're running out of systems. They stopped.
We still have a Genesis.
Right. We have the Neptune that failed.
No idea. Sega CD.
That's what Nep is based off of. The whole hyperdimension Neptunia thing. The anime girls that are based on systems. Video game systems. Have you never heard of that?
I didn't know there was a name for it. I've seen like the Xbox girl and the Nintendo Switch girl
Yeah, her
and all
name's
that.
Nep because she's the Sega Neptune.
Oh, that just never existed.
Yeah.
I was always more partial to the Planet girls.
Oh, okay.
Like Earth-chan and...
Yeah.
Yeah.
As always, you don't play remotely fair. Mumbling in a sulky tone of voice, Serena Williams quietly slides the tickets into her pocket.
Yep.
Thanks, I owe you one. I'm not doing this to earn favors from you anyway, Baka. What exactly do you want me to do with these? Probably fly in a helicopter.
Right.
Nothing special. Go enjoy the view. Just make sure you get the others to come along. That's really all there is to it? Over the last few months, I've learned all too well that corralling that group is never an easy task. Well, yes, true enough, I suppose.
Hugh.
I'm counting on you to take care of them. I love you. What? Very well. But when everything's over, I expect a very long and very detailed explanation for all this.
Oh, I definitely will. He's just like, I mean, I'm going to be dead, so it doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Cutting off the conversation,
Seven Samurai.
turns to leave the room. Before you go, I want to apologize.
I still don't really know your name.
Yeah. Huh?
God damn it.
Sorry.
Sinking fruits.
What's gotten into you now? Are you feeling guilty about hiding the full truth from me, perhaps? You'll understand that soon enough as well. Humph. My wisecrack goes over like a lead balloon.
StarCraft.
In the end, StarCraft stalks off down the stairs in an even worse mood than before.
Oh my god.
Sorry for the hassle.
Star Wars?
Sure.
I don't know. I'm running out. Yeah. There's so many S words. When you're on the spot, you're always just like, did I do that
we
one?
could just say words. Like
It's not the same.
It's not.
It's better to come up with proper nouns.
Right.
We're home. Why is there poop everywhere?
Did you miss us? Just as I'm leaving my room, I hear Amane and Makina returning through the front door. That's a lot of bags. Shopping expedition, I assume?
Shoplifting? Well, yeah, but it was a little weird out there today.
How so? Well, Amane was wandering around the shopping district with me bouncing her boobies around like always. Were you bouncing her boobies around? The way I read it, that is how it sounded.
Yeah, it did. Boy, that's why I'm always with her.
I just gotta stand underneath her and go ba-boing, ba-boing.
I'm the designated boobies bouncer.
Don't you think they do that enough on their own? But everyone kept saying stuff like, must be rough, you two, and giving us tons of freebies.
We had no idea what they were talking about, you know. Felt a little awkward getting showered with all this stuff without even knowing why.
Yeah, it must be terrible. I see.
How about you, Yuuji? Any idea what that might be about?
The bouncing boobies? Or...
Yeah, it's probably, I mean, you get free stuff. Look.
Yeah.
you own a mirror?
Nothing comes to mind. Maybe they just decided to show some appreciation for your constant patronage.
I hope you're right, but...
I think it's the boobies thing. Not entirely convinced, Amane wanders slowly up the stairs to the second floor, with her head tilted slightly in puzzlement.
God, these do bounce a lot.
Hey, Oni-chan, you seen Sachin today? Come to think of it, no. She hasn't been around. If you ain't seen her, then maybe she's off shopping or something. I mean, didn't you see her?
Yeah, you would have seen her, right?
That's a possibility, yeah. Alrighty then. If you happen to run into Sachin, let her know I was looking for her, okay? Got it. I'll pass that on. Thanks, ya. Okay, I'm off to help Amane.
The boobies are gonna jiggle themselves!
Actually, they do. I've told you I don't need you. By snatching half-cooked food off the plate when her back's turned. You got it! How rude. I only snatch in moderation. Pretty indignant, considering she's not even denying it. Not bothering to offer a verbal retort.
Because I'm not clever enough.
I watch Makina trot energetically up the stairs toward Amane's room.
Why don't mine bounce?
I gotta bounce like 5 feet in the air. Assuming she's going to act today, Sachi might already have begun to make her preparations.
Gonna be a good girl.
Ha! I don't know. Spare ribs successfully coaxed the others out. The Diorm lies silent and deserted. Alone on the roof, I gaze blankly out at the sinking sun. I'm sure the others had questions about this sudden event and why Sachi and I weren't coming along, but none of them got to me. Guess
Sobble
was thoughtful enough to take care of that. Not long till nightfall. I'm not particularly fond of the night. To be honest, you could say I actively dislike it.
so dark.
Kind of like butts. Night is a deep and hostile blackness that swallows us whole.
See, that's why you don't like Yuuji. He's like the complete opposite of you. You don't like butts, and he's obsessed with poop.
That's true. A darkness so absolute that it feels like a premonition of death. Advanced darkness. It makes us remember things we'd rather forget. Images we've tried to erase from our memories. It shows us with gut-wrenching clarity just how weak and powerless we really are.
Just say you're afraid of the dark.
Of course, I'm aware that the same doesn't apply for everyone, but ever since that day, this is what the night has been for me. Even at a time like this, let down my guard for a minute, and I start shaking like an idiot. And tonight, there's more to it than old traumas. The vague anxiety I've felt ever since I decided to bring Sachi normality is weighing heavily on my shoulders. I felt the same way I forced her to accept this request. It's something like guilt.
But I've never felt that before, so.
I drove Sachi's back to the wall for my own selfish reasons. Got practically everyone I know mixed up in this as well, but I don't care.
What is he like? Last second, he's just like, I can't do it. Can't fucking do it, man.
There's poop everywhere.
This is such a stupid idea. Why did everyone agree to this?
And after all that, even if I succeed, will it really make her any happier?
I guess I don't give a shit.
You're gambling with someone's life here. You're really all right with that? When I close my eyes, the other side of me whispers its doubts.
Shut up.
Look at that. I'm trembling. Still scared of the dark at my age. Almost like a curse, isn't it?
Well, at least he admitted it.
The students gathered in this academy all have their quirks, and I'm no exception. That's why he's here. He's scared of the dark.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird that he's scared of the dark when we know for a fact he's been posted up to kill people overnight many times.
That's true. Maybe there's always light.
That's why he's scared of the dark. He's just very well aware that people get murdered at night.
Yeah.
It's like, every time I go out at night, someone gets murdered.
It's true.
By me, but still.
Right now, I'm just a piece of defense equipment, kept alive by my country for its own purposes.
I am the machine.
I'm not gifted with perfect insight and judgment. I've never been a genius like my sister was. Far from it. I stoop. Am I really qualified to be messing around with her life?
No. Too late now.
Probably not. When I voice my worries, I feel sweat gathering unpleasantly in the palms of my hands.
Oh, Mom's spaghetti.
Still, if I let myself flinch this late in the game, my master would probably come back to life just to kick my ass into next week. That would be crazy, right? That's right.
I'd hate that. I don't want to be stepped on. I promise.
No point in hesitating now. I already made my decision. I'll do everything I can, and I'll believe in Sachi.
Yeah!
Woo! This is fun. What's happening?
Sachi's dead.
No! Oh, Jesus!
She's adorable and close. Oh, again.
I'm adorable and close.
Unlock a single window in the afternoon. Use it to infiltrate the school building after dark.
Oh, good. You get to talk for a while.
Right? I haven't in a while.
Once access is secured, quickly take the item from its hiding place and bring it inside. Mentally reviewing the plan I polished over these last few days, I followed the procedure with exacting care, one deliberate step at a time. From what the principal told us, the achievement test will be held on the day after tomorrow. However, considering the opening ceremony tomorrow and the unpredictable obstacles it'll present, today's my real last chance to carry out this task. But even after all my meticulous research and thorough brainstorming, I was able to find a plausible alternative to my previous method. More fire. It'll be alright. Everything worked out just fine last time. There's no inherent problem with this method.
Oh, man.
So long as I follow the plan to the letter and don't make any careless mistakes, everything will work out this time as well.
Just walks into the room and Makina's there and she's like shoving stuff into a shredder. I found a test. Don't worry. I took care of it.
Right? Yeah. Why didn't you think of this?
It's alright. It's gonna be alright. I'm gonna be a good girl. I repeat the words again and again, trying to convince myself they're true. They're trying to distract myself from the hazy, dark discomfort smoldering somewhere deep inside my chest. Oh, my stars. That's a bad feeling. It must be. It's not something a good girl needs.
What's a good girl need?
Head pats. So I gotta stop thinking so much. Regaining my calm with an effort of will, I begin to spread the certain something along the darkened hallway. It's poop.
Yeah, less thinking, more stinking.
The instant the liquid in the thick plastic can touches the outside air, a unique smell fills my nose.
It's poop.
I knew this stench well even as a child, when I used to help pour new fuel into the kerosene heaters that warmed our home, but I never did come to like it.
Ooh, that is stinky. Have you
Yeah,
ever had kerosene heaters?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get used to it.
You really do.
It's one of those weird things, like, everyone hates the smell of skunk. I actually like it, but it's only because I had a dog in middle school that always used to attack, like,
Yeah.
rolling skunk and stuff.
Right.
So I just associate that smell with him, and I got used to it.
Yeah. I mean, you get used to. I lived next to a pig farm.
Right.
And
yeah.
I remember when I moved out there, I was like, "Oh my god, I'm going to hate this." But you just get
used
yeah.
to it. Yeah. It's kind of like going on vacation and you come home and all of a sudden you're like, "Is this what my place smells like?"
Yeah.
As these distracted thoughts run through my head, also, I guess she is gonna burn the place down.
Yeah.
Yuuji was so convinced that he's like, "Oh, she can't do it. She knows she can't do it." I empty the can, then drop a rag to the floor and let the oil soak into it.
I mean, he's gonna stop her or something.
Maybe.
Something's gonna happen here.
Now,
Obviously.
I need only light the fire.
In my heart.
Ooh.
Oh. Well.
When I whisper those words to myself, I feel a voice whispering back. Somewhere deep inside my mind, my hands come to a sudden stop. And as my thoughts turn to the nature of that voice, I violently shake my head back and forth, pushing it all away. Gonna be a good girl. I crouch to the ground.
Such a good song.
Determined, resigned, vaguely feeling some small part of myself give up, and I reach out to the slick rag, a lighter clenched firmly in my hand.
Oh no. Oh,
The
God.
small seed of flame I plant at the corner of the cotton cloth blossoms quickly. Say that 5 times fast. Spreading along the line of fuel, it transforms before my eyes into a full-scale fire.
Her eyes look dead.
Right? Scorching heat batters my skin. It's not an unfamiliar sensation. I'm seized with a strange feeling, almost like nostalgia.
Ooh, I brought s'mores.
But none of that matters any longer. Since this time I deactivated the fire alarms and sprinkler system beforehand, all I need to do is repeat this procedure a few times throughout the building. With this, I've succeeded in carrying out Michiru-sama's request. Which means I will also find the answer to Yukun's question soon enough.
Well, you know.
For a moment, relief blooms in my chest, and in the next...
Ah, my foot's on fire.
What? With the sound of a dozen showers switched on at once, the sprinklers installed in the ceiling spring to life. What the fuck? Before I can understand the situation, an almost disproportionate torrent of cold water rains down, soaking every inch of the hallway.
So he, like, set it up so they go off anyways? Or
Yeah, I guess.
he's standing over her with a big watering can?
Yeah. What the fuck? The flames that were growing so vigorously only seconds before shrank with astonishing swiftness. I guess I'll have to go get my backup plan. The flamethrower. This can't be happening, didn't I? I'm sure I did. Why? Just last night I entered the pump room and turned off every last one of the disaster prevention systems installed in this building. Even testing that the sprinklers would no longer activate.
It's just gonna, like, drive her crazy. Like, no, I gotta get the job done
Yeah,
somehow.
he's just trying to get her to fail. But all of a sudden they're completely functional. Simply incomprehensible. Inconceivable. Agoo.
Agoo.
The fire's gone out. In my loins. That one thought filling my mind, I run over to the rag, shelter with my body, and desperately flick the switch of my lighter. Please catch fire. Please. But the cloth's already soaked through it thoroughly with water. It refuses to accept the flame. Should have brought Molotovs. A waterlogged piece of cotton isn't going to catch fire. I understand that rationally, but I still push the switch frantically, half crazed with desperation and terror, and I get that weird burn on your thumb when you light the lighter too much. Happens every 4th of July. It fucking sucks. This can't be. Why?
So you chose this method after all.
So you have chosen death. Huh? Lord?
Yeah, it is I, God. When I turn the corner into the thoroughly drenched hallway, I find Sachi crouched low on the floor, her eyes wide with shock.
Oh, are you pooping again?
Ugh, is she just imagining the rain?
Right? Or he turned it off already.
Yeah. Interesting that she came in full school uniform, not the maid outfit she finds it easiest to work in. I guess she was trying to show respect for the place in her way.
Is this Yukun? Did you?
No, it's God. Yeah, it's me. Turn the sprinklers on this afternoon, if that's what you're wondering about.
Oh, I'm cute again.
Well, it'd be a bit of a pain in the ass if the alarms went off, so I did leave those deactivated.
This can't be happening. I'm breaking up with you.
Carefully shutting down the... Why did you think this was a good idea? Carefully shutting down the preventative systems beforehand to enable setting a large-scale fire. Just the sort of plan I'd expect from you, Sachi.
What the fuck's that supposed to mean?
Oh, but why? Why'd you do this, Yukun? Why are you here? How'd you...
It's actually pretty simple to predict the way a competent, careful person will approach something like this. Plus, you did it once before. If I was going to try and set fire to this building, I'd have done the exact same thing by setting fire to the building. Like you did.
Right, yeah.
Taking out the sprinklers was a necessity, and today was the only way to do it.
Huh? Wait, Yukun, you knew I was planning to...
Yeah, I expected you to use this method from the start, and I turned the sprinklers back on because there's something I want to tell you. I've grown you a garden.
Right, I was going to say, what's all the shit for then?
I don't really know why. I also have something with manga.
And the helicopter ride?
Yeah. Sachi's mind doesn't seem to have fully caught up with events. Her face is blank, her eyes filled with puzzlement.
Oh, my puzzlement.
Most likely, she hasn't even begun to consider the possibility that someone would step in to interview at this juncture.
I'm so confused. I'm stinking thinking.
The situation you're dealing with here is completely different from the last one, so what you gonna do?
Act a fool.
The size and construction of this building is nothing like that little wooden schoolhouse. Plus, it's equipped with state-of-the-art firefighting systems. I know, that's why I disabled them. Disabling those beforehand was a good start, but...
Let me show you how to actually burn this place down.
Sprinkling kerosene around like you did last time would require a lot more fuel to be really effective, and you'd need a lot more time to spread it. I mean, fire, spreads itself.
Right, yeah. I mean, that's what he said. Like, the building's not, there's not a lot of wood. There's not a lot of things for it to catch.
I guess.
But still, it would spread eventually.
Right. Considering that you absolutely have to do the job alone before anyone notices, your chances of success are virtually nil.
What if I had built a bomb? Oh, fuck. What if you had built a bomb?
It's entirely likely you'd cause some damage here and there, but that's not going to be a huge problem. The test would just be moved to an intact classroom. This place was designed for people like us, remember? You're not going to shut it down that easily.
Is this like a prison we don't know about?
Right. As I lay out the truth of the situation, Sachi stares up at me with disbelief and acute expression and terror.
I was going to say
it.
It's adorable.
Then I'm gonna... Pre.
I'm going to space.
Roast beef.
Yeah, at this rate, you're going to fail. I mastermind this. Your boyfriend. Me.
I love you. This is how I show it.
Yeah.
This can't...
The color instantly drains from Sachi's face. She slumps jerkily to the soaking wet floor like a puppet cut from its strings.
Ooh, it's all wet down here.
Why so serious? I mean, surprised. I'm pretty sure you knew this wouldn't work all along.
Oh.
Otherwise, you wouldn't have been searching that intently for another way. No need for all that research if your previous method was good enough.
You're an asshole.
No, I'm a good boyfriend. But no matter how you looked, no matter how hard you thought it over, no other solution presented itself. And unable to find a genuinely viable strategy, you had no choice but to turn to your previous method. Since there was no other way, even if the prospects looked dim, you could at least cling to the thought that it worked before. Am I wrong? What if I built a bomb?
Yeah, I mean, I got backup plans. That's not true.
It's not hard to make dynamite.
Pipe bombs, you just Google napalm, it's a thing. It worked fine last time, so it's gonna work fine this time as well. Everything's gonna be alright. Saying don't worry about a thing. Because even if there's no other way, I simply have to succeed. I can't even think about failing. I can't fail. It's not allowed.
It's not in the Good Girl song.
What, am I supposed to write some secret fourth verse or something? I'm not Garth fucking Brooks. I had to be a good girl.
It was
Yeah.
Back in the 90s, like Garth Brooks, he would always had like extra verses on his live shows.
Oh, okay.
I have to be a good girl. I have to. No matter what it takes, I have to carry out this request.
I've never seen this expression on her face before.
Also cute.
Never heard her voice so thick with emotion. The sound echoes fiercely down the dark hallway. Yeah, driving her insane.
Just look out and Michiru's standing there like, Choo! ghosts!
No one responds. Her anguish and desperation hang in the air for a moment, and then fade into the indifferent silence, as if to symbolize her long, lonely, futile struggle. Tell me something, Sachi. Why are you so determined to do everything asked of you? Why are you so persistent with this good girl thing?
Have you heard the song? It's really fucking catchy.
It's true. Getting rid of a test is a completely unreasonable demand to make of a normal human being.
Not really.
The others said as much, didn't they? I mean, she was joking, so...
Yeah.
Even if you give up now, they'll probably just say, yeah, I figured as much. Nobody's going to hold it against you.
You don't know that, you can't know that.
What? They're really mean.
There's a curse on me, and if I fail a task, the people I love get hit by trucks.
Oh, God.
Don't cross the street. No matter how intimate you may be with someone, you can never truly know their feelings. Not even if they're your own family. That's why I can't allow myself to fail. Not even once. I don't want to lose anything, so I have to be a good girl now. I have to study harder than everyone else. I have to do what I'm told without fail. I have to become a person that anyone would love.
I think Travis does.
Otherwise, everyone will go away. Yeah, I love her no matter what. It's true, I was a bad little girl, and all the people I loved left me behind. My mom and dad, who were always so kind and affectionate to me.
Where are they?
They didn't really leave, they were kind of taken. I mean, did it even say that her mom died? She's just in a coma
her
still.
mom's still alive.
Yeah.
I mean...
That's the last part of his plan. Here she is!
Yeah. I mean, I was saying, were they for this?
Oh. Yeah,
Were
I
they?
mean, they were, yeah, when they could be, but they were also super busy.
I guess.
They kind of fell into the same trap. Because they also were like, we have to do this. Like they got their...
Yeah,
they were like
workaholics.
they were the most renowned in their field or whatever it was.
Right.
So it was like, oh, we have to always fill these orders instead of celebrating birthdays and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which is exactly the same kind of trap she fell into. They got sick of my selfishness.
Your fishishness.
My shellfish.
Your
And now
shellfish.
they're gone. My tuna fish man. It was no different with you, Yukun. I'd rather die than have the things I love taken away from me again.
But then the things I love would die and be taken away from me.
I don't want to feel that sort of pain ever again. I don't want to lose anything else. I can't fail, no matter what. If I fail now, everyone will leave me again. Yukun, who told me to be his girlfriend. Michiru-sama, Maki-chan, Chan, Amane-san, Sakaki-san. Oh god, I said it. And Principal Tachibana.
Ooh. Who?
Who the fuck? What? Everyone I care about will leave me.
They just all come down the hallway and singing, "Gotta be a good girl."
You were a good girl.
They're making skywriting in their helicopter.
Yeah.
Some pig. No! You did it all wrong!
That's gotta mean something. I don't think that's for me.
Sachi's feelings flow out of her in a torrent of words, her voice rising to a shout. Every sentence is filled with such bitterness that it's difficult even to listen.
Ugh.
The pain of losing those who were precious to her, the sadness, the impotent anger, all jumbled together in an anguished wail. To me, it sounds like the voice of a child crying out for help. So then, if you become a good girl, if you succeed in this request, will you be yourself again?
Huh?
Will acting like a good girl should keep the things you love safe?
You do know the song. You're the one.
What do you think, Sachi? Sachi's bared her heart to me. In return, I offer not kindness or comforting words. Why would I do that?
I don't even know how to do that.
But a steady gaze.
Yes, of course.
I see.
I put magnets in my wrists so they can never touch. Look.
Oh, no. In that case, I'll grant your wish, for I am a genie.
A what?
A genie. I'm going to help you become the person you want to be. I'll make sure you complete this task.
But why?
I made a promise, didn't I? I want to help you be yourself.
This whole thing, it's not an elaborate ruse to get her to be better. It's an elaborate ruse to get her to like him more. Because it's like, I'm here to help.
Yeah,
I
right.
sabotaged your plans so I can be the one to do it.
It's like a superhero that causes the crimes himself.
That's fucking amazing. Even so, you just said it would be virtually impossible to succeed.
Virtually impossible means there's a non-zero chance. What if I built a bomb?
I put all our friends in a helicopter and strapped flammable
Yeah,
manure to
they
them.
are the bomb.
They're going to... Yeah, I mean, manure is used in pipe bombs and stuff.
Yeah. And if you're not trying to do everything alone, things change pretty dramatically. As long as you really are willing to do whatever it takes, there are plenty of ways to get this done.
Is that really true?
Of course.
Yukun, are you saying you have a plan?
I was going to ask the principal to get rid of the test, yeah.
Yeah, I was just going to, say I didn't feel good.
Yeah, we're all sick and or have family issues.
Yeah, religious reasons for not taking a test.
Yeah, I have a slightly different way of doing things, but it should be fine. I hope. The preliminary arrangements are already in place.
Don't worry. They said they were going to give the test, but then I cried, and then they said that I didn't have to take it. So you just have to do the same.
Also, I built a garden for some reason.
When did you...
I assumed joint responsibility for our success on this job. And when 9,029 participants...
9029, that must be his,
Oh!
that must be his
okay.
designation.
Okay. And when 9029 participates in a mission, failure isn't an option.
It's like a 007
Yeah.
type of deal.
I did not read that right at all.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking, and when you have, 9,029 participants...
Right.
It's yeah. It's like, how many people are part of this plan?
Of course, this isn't an Ichigaya, and I'm job, and I'm not going on a cleaning expedition.
I don't know that song. If you could tell.
Even so, I'm still my master's pupil. Asako didn't just develop my technique and cram me full of technical knowledge. She taught me a whole way of thinking.
I'll be the Iris.
No matter what the job entails, I'll face it with the resolve and focus I bring to the most dangerous mission.
We're at an episode.
And I'll be the cornea.
So we should probably call it... I'm the cornea. She is the cornea.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's an episode. I was like, this scene will end soon, but I'm like, I don't know, because there seems like there's a lot more.
We're still the crux.
We haven't made a choice, though.
We haven't made a choice.
And even after the Amine choice, there was still at least an episode and a half, wasn't there?
Seemed like it.
Well,
yeah,
no, it was
maybe.
probably maybe one
was
more
pretty
episode.
late.
Yeah.
Whether to tackle the guy or not, or whatever it was.
Yeah, well, it was run away with her or separate.
That's right.
Was her choice. But yeah, because then after that, you go through all that. But then there's also the epilogue stuff. So
yeah,
we might still have 2 or 3 episodes of this left.
Who knows?
Someone does. Don't tell us.
Please.